Blood and Guts Murphy.
Alright, what's up? I'm wore out. It is 2 a.m. I just had a traumatic experience finishing Until Dawn. I know that game's not that scary, but for me, it's fucking scary. I'm in a basement all by myself. It's dark down here. I'm tired. I'm cold. Until Dawn's a cold game. But anyway, welcome to Extra Credits. It is the series in which I will use to kind of review a game. It might not be necessarily a review, more of just my feelings, which I guess is kind of technically a review. I don't know how you want to look at it. My feelings on, my experience with the game. So, this is going to be the first in the series because it's the first game I finished, for the channel. And, yeah, it's Until Dawn. Let's talk about it. I don't know. It's old, for one. I understand this game came out like a long time ago, but I started playing it back then, never actually finished it. So I decided to hurry up and get it done before the Inpatient comes out in a couple days. So I thought it was a good game. I liked it a lot, actually. I don't know much about horror games. I don't know much about scary games. But I do enjoy a good kind of choose your own adventure type of thing. I like the Telltale games, kind of. I used to anyway before they made 8 million of them and kind of wore me out on all those stuff. But other games like I can't think. You'll have to forgive me. I'm quite tired. Oh, Jesus. Whatever. The other type of choose your own adventure games where you're not fighting things, you're not getting upgrades, you're not looting, you're not equipping things. I like games like that. I like a good narrative experience, and that's all. So anyway, I thought that Until Dawn did that really well. I thought the story was really fun. I like the branching paths. I feel like they did that really well. The way they have the totems in that game, like they give you the little hints, the little flash forwards basically as to what may or may not happen in the future, and ways to make you think about to avoid them, to not avoid them. Like I got a totem where I saw, one of my characters being burned alive or, died in like a fire. So for the entirety of this game, every time I was with her or almost any other character and I saw anything involved, you carry a lot of torches in that game. You have matches, you have lighters. And in the back of my mind the entire time, I'm seeing these barrels of flammable liquid. I'm seeing puddles on the ground. And all I'm thinking about for like all that time is, okay, she or somebody, because I had forgotten who it was. I guess I got to check the totem, but someone's going to die in a fire. So I was constantly just thinking about that and making choices based upon that. And it wasn't until the very end in which that ever came into play. So it's something that I got super early, helped me to choose all my decisions to literally the end of the game. So that's a neat thing. And it wasn't just that one that did that. There were others, but that's the one that stuck out most of me, the one that was most prominent, and probably the one that had the longest time in between when you saw it and then when you got the outcome of it. So that was cool. The clues and things like that are hidden throughout. Yeah, it's your standard video game stuff. They're filling in the plot and the story by, you find journals and diaries and whatever, and that's just to be expected. It's never been a thing that I've been that into, but toward the end of the game, I actually was reading some things that I normally would have just skipped over and been like, blah, blah, blah. I'll let the game pull out the important things and throw it in the recap when I go into the pause menu. But that was interesting enough. What else? There's one other thing that's in there. The butterfly effects. Those are cool too because they would continue to update. You never knew when they would be over with. You have a menu where it's just these different butterfly effects and it shows you this happened, but then this happened, or this happened because this happened. And I had one where I had a machete that had like 5 goddamn butterfly effects because I didn't use it here. I had it for this, and because I used it for that, I still had it for that. And like it kept playing out like that, and every time I was like, oh shit, that's another effect of this one thing happening. And I think I like how they weren't just like this and then that, this and then that. It wasn't a whole screen. It was like some of them you could literally flip through, multiple effects that happened because of that one decision you made. And I said it when I was playing it, I'm like, this is hindsight the game. Because after every time you'd make a decision, at least for me anyway, anytime I'd make a what seemed like an important decision in that game, the moment I made it, I knew that I messed up. And I knew why I messed up. I knew exactly what the game wanted me to do. I knew what it was telling me to do. And I just, in the moment, you're not thinking clearly. You're scared, you're uncomfortable, you're whatever. You want to just hurry up and make the choice. But if you just 1 second longer, or if your brain processes things that much quicker, you could make the right choice. It's there. It's not. The game could so easily be just a crapshoot. Just everything. It's just like you wouldn't feel as good going into these decisions knowing that you have no way of knowing which one's right or which one's wrong. But every time after I picked it, I knew it was wrong usually, but I knew why it was wrong. And I knew what I could have looked out for that would have told me what the right decision was. There's things there that let you know. Maybe not on every one of them, but on most of them. If you think about it for an extra second, you can see what the right, more correct answer is. I liked the beginning and the middle, the end. I don't know. The end, like the pacing was pretty okay for me, like throughout the majority of the game. But then toward the end, it seemed to slow down a bunch and then speed up a bunch and then slow down again. And then all of a sudden it was over. So, yeah, the pacing in the third act was a little fucking weird. It kind of got a little supernatural. And I wasn't expecting that, but I was expecting that. But I was hoping that it was like a Gone Home situation where you think it's like Gone Home wasn't a scary game at all, but you thought it was going to be. Throughout the whole game, you're like, this is fucking kind of creepy. Is this game about ghosts? Is it about this? And then, no, it's not about any of that. And I felt like Until Dawn kind of did that, where they started fucking with some supernatural stuff, and then they're like, oh, no, just kidding, it's not that. And then at the end, they're like, well, but there is some of that. And I was like, well, fuck. I could have done without that. They could have, I don't know. It wasn't, I don't know. It's something that doesn't exist in our world, which was kind of a bummer. I would have liked the whole thing to be something that could happen here or whatever. I mean, but it's a minor gripe, kind of, but it's also kind of a big thing. But I guess overall, I thought it was pretty good. I'm sure there's some things I'm forgetting. That's the other thing with these videos is this is right off the top of my head. I don't have notes here. I wasn't writing things down as I was playing the game. It's a pretty fresh, just like I literally just ran the credits 2 seconds ago. I turned off that video, started up this video, so you're getting very quick impressions. I mean, of course, it's been like a couple weeks since I played the beginning of that game, but the conclusion is fresh in my mind. It's been, a couple minutes, so I kind of want to keep doing this series that way. It would be nice if I could sit down, collect my thoughts, put it all on a page, and then like read it or whatever, but I don't know. I also think there's some value to just my immediate take on it the moment I finish the game, put the controller down. So, I don't know. There's a lot of replayability in that game, for sure. Just knowing that I know what to pick now for a lot of those. And not because I did it already, but just because I know how to think about it. I know how to look for what the game is telling me that I should probably do. I'm a little bit better versed in that. So it's worth playing it again for that. It's also worth playing it again because it does have so many branching paths. You can keep this person alive, you can keep this person alive, you can do this. And it'd be really interesting to see how the game just changes. There were certain sections where I got control of a character and then I immediately killed them, like literally a minute and a half later, and I'm just like, what the fuck did I just miss out on? I know my time with that character could have been a half an hour for all I know, but instead it was 2 minutes because I made the wrong choice right away. So there's absolutely a reason to go back and play this game multiple times. Like it was supposed to be my Halloween game 2 years ago and then last year, and now it might just be my Halloween game like every year because it might be a few playthroughs before I finally see the different combos, or I might just look it up and what things to pick so I can see it where everybody survives. But that's fucking lame. I'm not going to do that. But all in all, Until Dawn, I give a hearty goddamn thumbs up to. I recommend it if you like scary games, if you like story-driven games, if you enjoy choose your own adventure, if you like the branching paths, all those things. This game is absolutely highly recommended. Yeah, definitely. If you somehow haven't played it yet, give it a try. I think it was even free on PlayStation Plus a few months ago, maybe this past Halloween. Not really sure. I already had the game, so I didn't pay much attention to it. I couldn't re-download it, but anyway, I mean, yeah, that's Until Dawn. Definitely enjoyed my time with it, even though I dreaded my time with it, but I also enjoyed it. So, like I said, good stuff. Good stuff. And of course, I didn't forget the best part of every YouTube video. All the shilling and telling you to go and do all the things that everybody tells you to do. So, here we go. I am BloodNGutsMurfy on Twitch. Go ahead, find me there, give me a follow. I play games on here every Monday, noon to 6. For my Game and Guts series, where I play a game straight through, start to finish, on Twitch with you guys. There's also bonus days where I'll just play because I need to make up time. Follow me so you can be notified when that happens. Also, every Sunday I stream me playing through all my other video series that I make for YouTube called Blood Samples, where I just play a bunch of games for, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes and let you see what's going on with those games. Also, over here we got YouTube, BloodNGutsMurfy over there. Don't have a cool nifty URL because I'm just a nobody, so give me some fucking subscriptions and likes and comments and all that, and maybe someday they'll let me have my own URL. And then, of course, Twitter, BloodNGutsMurfy over there. I don't even know what the fuck I got going on over here, but yeah, give me a follow over there. Again, I don't use it a lot right now, but if I remember to, I'll start using it more often and give, updates. Hey, I'm live, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and it's going to be probably the place to go to, figure out what's going on with me. So anyway, like, subscribe, comment, fucking do all that fun stuff. Dislike it if you don't. Just you don't like what I'm doing. I mean, if you want, I'd prefer a comment and just be like, hey. Actually, no, I'd just prefer you just kind of maybe leave. I don't know. I don't have room in my life for people to be mean to me and tell me that they dislike my stuff and yell at me in the comments. It makes me sad. Anyway, thanks for stopping by regardless. I'll see you around. Bye.